welcome back. This is Flosstube number 12. My name is Katie. You're at Crafty Peacock Stitchery, and it is my birthday. I am 32 today, as of about 6 hours ago. So, and it's also World Cross Stitch Day, right? Yeah, that's exciting. When I saw that World Cross Stitch Day fell on my birthday this year, I was like, I'm taking the day off work and I'm gonna stitch all day. But I did decide to take a little break from stitching to film this video in celebration of said somewhat holiday and my birthday. So I do want to start doing best new things, because who doesn't love best new things, right? And I have two best new things. The first one is the cross stitch chat on Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's basically like a giant chat room. And it's a chat room where you can have servers. Like, someone will host a server that's usually about a particular topic. In this case, there's one about cross stitch. And there are like different channels on that server, so there's like a channel for whips and another one for finishes. Then there's other channels for various other topics, both crafting and non. And it's so much fun. It is so much fun. The people on there are wonderful. I'm really enjoying being a part of that community. I think I've been on there for a few weeks now. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. If you're looking for a new cross-stitch group to be a part of. Like, for me, I turned off my Facebook a little while ago, and the only thing that I really miss was all the groups, right? All of those groups that I no longer had access to. And I still have Instagram, but it's not like a quick back and forth like you could kind of get with the groups. So that definitely fills that gap, and it's very drama-free, of which I am very grateful. That's fantastic. So look that up if that's something that you are interested in. My second one, okay, so I'm sure most people here know about Pattern Keeper, right? Pattern Keeper is not new news, but I always thought I couldn't have Pattern Keeper because it is an Android app. I have an iPhone and I don't have a tablet. I have an iPad, technically. It's so old that it no longer will update new software, so I essentially don't have an iPad. And I didn't want to buy a tablet just for Pattern Keeper. Like, I know I could get a cheap one, and I'm sure it would do just fine. And I would probably end up using it for other things, but, you know, there's other things I want to spend my money on, like cross-stitch stuff. So I just kind of went without. Well, someone on said cross-stitch Discord channel was like, oh, well, why don't you just get BlueStacks on your PC? And I was like, what's this? It's an Android emulator that you can run on your computer. So if you have a Windows computer, you can get this free program called BlueStacks, all one word, and it basically runs a little Android program on your computer, which you can then put Pattern Keeper on. It's not completely perfect because, you know, you don't have the touchscreen feature, but I mean, whatever. It does everything else. I'm happy. So I have started using it for a few patterns, and I love it. It's a game changer. Game changer. I am so stoked that I was finally able to get this. So if that's something that's been holding you back from getting Pattern Keeper, if you thought you couldn't get it because of that reason, you have a way. You possibly have a way, depending on how strong your PC is. Mine is a budget gaming PC, so it's definitely strong enough to run an Android emulator and Pattern Keeper. I tried putting it on my laptop so I could have a little bit of mobility with it. my laptop couldn't handle it. So you may have trouble running it if your computer is older, doesn't have a whole lot of power, but it's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot, especially since Pattern Keeper comes with a month free. So you can try it, see if it works, and if it does, yay. If not, you're not out any money. So definitely give that a shot if that is up your alley. All right, and I guess we'll just jump right on into whips, right? My first one is Indian Peacock. I'm gonna put Indian Peacock up there, the final image. This one lives in my, I don't know what I call this, Japanese garden bag. It's got bees on it. I don't know, I just threw some fabric together and I ended up loving it. And here is where I am now. Look at how much I've done. I want to say I've done like most of this. I know I've done all of this. Maybe I've done all of this since the last time I showed it. I can't really remember because I don't keep photos, progress photos between videos. I should, but I always forget, so I don't. With my cute little Mew needle minder. He's adorable. Indian Peacock, that is a dimensions kit. And I'm stitching this not on the called for fabric. The called for fabric, or well, the fabric that came with the kit, sorry, was like it was dark. It was really dark. And it didn't look like the cover image. Like holding this up next to the final, I mean, I feel like this looks pretty close, right? The fabric that came with the kit was several shades darker than this, and I didn't like it. And it was really scratchy and stiff, and I was like, oh. So I picked up some 18 count, no, this is 18 or 16? This is 16, this is 16 count ivory Aida, and just started using this instead. And I definitely am glad that I did that. The fabric that came with the kit was 14 count too, and I don't love 14 count. I want my stitches to be just a little bit denser than what 14 count gives me. My next one is Peacock Keeper. Pick that up. This is by Lindy Stitches, and it lives in my Paris bag. Here, I have my board. There we go. So I've gotten a lot done on this, I think, since the last time I showed it. Pretty sure I got all the letters done. I started on this peacock right here. I think I only had like this much of this peacock done, and I think he didn't have legs. Is that right? I don't remember exactly, but I know I finished this peacock, started this peacock, and I started and finished that line of text. I love this one so much. And this is on 32 count Jazz by Picture This Plus, and it is the call for fabric. Everything on this is the call for. That needle minder is a DIY job from a vintage button. Oh, that is showing up really nicely in the camera today. It doesn't usually photograph for video very well. Yay! Glad you guys finally got to see that one in all its glory. Next one, this one is actually in a bag that is going to be going up for sale. So let me take everything out of it. see it. It's one of my vinyl fronts. And like I said, this one is used. Obviously, I do use it. It's the same fabric that's on my Japanese garden. So it's really, really pretty. It's really soft. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's just not brand new, technically. But I do use my stuff very gently. So I think I said $20 is what I'm going to be asking for these, since they're not brand new. I'll be selling these for less than I will my brand new ones that are not vinyl. So, and it's got a little tassel for its zipper pull. So yeah, that one will be going up for sale shortly. And that'll be on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram and my bags interest you, I recommend following me over there. Because I'll put them up as a post and it'll be first come, first serve. Whoever asks for it first will get it. And this is Brain. There's the fully finished image. And here is this one. I got the left side finished. Yes, I did. Actually saved 2 stitches. I think there's like 2 stitches up in here in the dark gray that for whatever reason the pattern doesn't have those filled in, which is really weird because they're like right in the middle. Like there's one right there. That's an empty stitch. I have no idea why it's like that. There's another one somewhere. So I need to go and fill those in. But now it's just fun colors from here on out. Yeah. And this pattern is by NikkiPattern on Etsy. And I'm stitching this on vintage Smokey white, 32 count. You can really see the modeling really well today. Got good lighting. Oh, needle minder. Forgot the needle minder. My little kitty paw. And that is by Snarky Crafter Designs, I believe. I'll be linking all of these shops down in the description box. So if you want to go hunt these down, then you can do so. This next one is Bag End. If I can get it out. This one is also going to be, this bag is another one that's going to be going up for sale. And this is the same fabric that I did my Paris bag in. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one, if that's one that you're wanting as well. Oh, I need to move this. You guys can't really see it. Oh, it's coming along so good. I love this one. So I know I've finished like almost all of this down here since last time, and I've done a lot of like maybe this, everything below this line is new. I don't think I've done anything up here. It's all been the lower half. And this is Cute Patterns by Maria on Etsy, Russian designers. So there's a ton of backstitch that I really need to get doing because it's everywhere. And it's on 32 count white linen, just plain old Zweigart white linen. And this needle minder, I'm so excited about this needle minder. So you know they're coming out with those new quarters that are national park quarters. This one is, let me get the needle off of it. This one is American Samoa. There you go, you can kind of see it. But it's the 2 fruit bats. or mommy fruit bat and baby fruit bat. I love bats. I love bats. They're one of my favorite animals ever. And I love fruit bats. And I have another bat that is also a favorite that I have another needle minder of that I got in haul. And I'll be showing that in just a minute. Yeah. And that one, I couldn't decide one day what I wanted to stitch. Like I wanted to stitch, but I didn't know what I wanted to stitch. So I handed Tyler my phone with my Xstitch app open, and I put it on all of my whips, and I said, baby, tell me what I'm stitching on today. And he picked that one. He said, this is the one I'm most excited for you to finish. So I guess that means I need to work on it more often because he's excited for it. This next one is Exploding Tardis. This is by Cat's Cross Stitchery on Etsy. This has 1,000,001 hanging threads. Okay. And this is one of the ones that Pattern Keeper has made a night and day difference on. I want to say in one evening before, I was probably doing about 75 stitches a night by the time I got like housework done and kitchen cleaned up and all that good stuff, and I finally got to sit down do something that I wanted to do. I would probably get about 75, maybe 90 stitches in, depending on what the block looked like. And with Pattern Keeper, I'm getting about 150 or 200 a night. It is intense. It's a huge difference. I want to say since the last time I showed this, yeah, I've done those 3 right there. And these were full blocks because I think I started like on that row right there, and you can see where I was doing just like the row of diagonal stitching. And then I swapped over to doing the full blocks because that's actually easier in Pattern Keeper than doing the rows. So I've done like these full blocks and it's as well as these half blocks right here. And then I started up here and I've done all of this. And it goes so fast. It goes so fast. And look at how amazing it looks. There's wibbly wobbly and timey wimey, and I am in love with it. And this is on 18 count ivory Aida. And it's got the 24 hours of cross stitch needle minder. Courtesy of It's Charm School on Etsy. I love this one. I hope this is my screen grab. Just me sitting here staring at my exploding Tardis. It won't be. It's never what I want it to be. And this one lives in a newer bag. I love this bag. I unfortunately do not have any more of this fabric. I do have a vinyl bag of this outside fabric, but the interior is not the same. So I love this one because it's got like metallic gold on it. It's kind of hard to see, but like these leaves right here are like a metallic gold and it's really pretty. But look at the inside. Mustaches! Oh my god. I found this fabric on clearance at Hobby Lobby one day, and I may have bought the last of what they had, which was not much. It was like maybe a yard. Maybe, I don't even think it was a full yard because I didn't have a ton of it. But oh my god, I love it. Mustaches. My daddy has a mustache, so I always liked mustaches. And then, let's see, these do not have projects in them. And then my last one is my birthday start. If you watch my Instagram, you know it's coming. I talked about this on my last video too. Been working on this all morning. Color is not showing up accurately at all. I've got some images on my Instagram of this piece that I have done some extreme color correcting to get it to show up accurately. This is way browner than what it actually is. It's quite pink. It's quite pink. But ironically, the threads are showing up very correct. Maybe a little less purple than they actually are. But let's see if I go back here. Nah, still brown. Anyway, so Pattern Keeper, this one's on Pattern Keeper. Long Dog Sampler works on Pattern Keeper, you guys. So Pattern Keeper says this one is like 400 and something stitches that I've done. I think 467. And I was originally going to do all this color, all this paint. And this is DMC 4210. It's a DMC Variations line. And it's like hot pinks and magenta and fuchsia and purples. And it's amazing. And I was going to do everything in that, but I kind of wanted like little pops of accent color, right? Like, you see so many different pandemics, everybody having their own idea of how to stitch it. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I was doing that. Oh, I wish I was doing that too. And then I was like, I'm just gonna pick a good complementary color and I'm gonna do it instead of doing all one. And that green is, I wrote it down, $9.91. It's kind of an emerald green. And this fabric is 40 count truffle. I picture this plus. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be so big. But I love it. So far, I'm enjoying this one more than Templar Prophecy, which I did not think would be the case. I thought I would like them equally. So far, this one is topping Templar. And I think it's got to do with it not having a complicated border. For whatever reason, I don't like stitching borders. I like having the weaving in and out and doing motifs like that. I don't like having the repetitive border. I seem to be in the minority. I think most people like stitching borders. And this one is in a brand new bag. I made this one earlier this week, and I made it for my birthday. And unfortunately, I don't have any more of this fabric either. This was in a charm pack, and I literally had exactly enough to do one bag, and the inside and the outside are from the same charm pack, so this is what it is. But yeah, blue swallows. I thought it was so pretty. And then, oh, that's right, this didn't come from that charm pack, although I don't think I have any more of this anyway. Pretty. I love this one. So yeah, all of the bags, once I finish selling off my vinyl fronts, all of the bags that I sell will be like this. And this is just kind of the design I have settled on for myself. This is what I want my bags to be. Like for my storage space, for my projects, this is what I want. And this is how I make my bags. So any that I sell are going to be in this style. It does hold a piece of printer paper, like just copy paper. So it will go in there easily. So if you print off your patterns on paper, they will go in here without having to be folded or crumpled, which is what I designed them for. I wanted to be able to do that. I don't know the exact size. I want to say if you do a fat quarter, if you take a fat quarter and you cut it in half, a fat eighth? Is that a fat eighth? Is this the size of a fat eighth? I have no idea. I don't know like fabric size lingo. I just kind of go and I tell them I usually just tell them I want a yard or I want a half a yard. Like I don't know details like that when I buy fabric. I think that might be a fat eighth. If that means anything to you. It doesn't really to me. So I do have just a little bit of haul. Just a little bit. Hang on, let me put them on the board. So I've decided I have this new hobby where I take enamel pins and turn them into needle minders. I like doing that. And I have went onto Etsy and just discovered my love of enamel pins on Etsy. The first one I'm going to show is the first one that I bought, but it actually just delivered today after the second one because it came from Germany. So look at him. He's so cute. So I'm a huge Pokemon nerd, as I'm sure you know. Trying to get him nice and close. My husband and I play. We both grew up with the game. And when Sun and Moon came out, we got Sun and Moon. I played Moon, he played Sun. And so, you know, Vulpix and Sandshrew, those of you that play the game, you had to swap them in order to get them on both Pokedexes. So he had Vulpix on his game, and I had Sandshrew. And we were gonna catch one for each other and swap. Well, my amazing husband chained Vulpixes for like a day or a day and a half, a really long time, until he found a shiny. And then he traded me a shiny Alolan Vulpix. And that was my first shiny. And I fell in love with him all over again when he did that. So this is kind of to commemorate my shiny Alolan Vulpix. And it is kind of glittery. Let's see if I can get it to show. Yeah, you can kind of see the glitter on the inside section of the tail there. I love it so much. And I did put my other Pokeball on the back of that one. So adorable. And then the other one I got, remember how I said I love bats? Isn't he so cute? Let me see if I can get it to focus. It doesn't want to focus. Anyway, this little cutie is called a Honduran White Bat. And I'm going to put up a photo, a real photo of these guys. They're so cute. Look at them. Look at how cute that is. They all just sit in a leaf together and cuddle. And here's another one of one sitting in a dude's hand, looking adorable. It is the cutest little bat. So anyway, I think this is my new favorite bat, mostly because they like to cuddle in leaves. And I got this enamel pin and I made it into a needle minder because how could I not? And I'm using this one on Pandemic because I think they believe that the coronavirus, this particular strain of coronavirus originated in bats. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? So I thought that was appropriate. Even though it didn't originate in Honduras, it's still a bat, and it's cute. So, and that's all my haul. I had 2 needle minders, and that was it. But it's awesome. I love those needle minders. I do have one shout out. And I'm actually like halfway through her second Flosstube video. So she's brand new, although she has like 3,000 subscribers already because Pam and Steph also shouted her out. So, you know, everybody flocked to her. Sherry with Colorado Stitcher. Sherry Colorado Stitcher. Love her. She has some beautiful samplers. So especially if you like samplers, head on over to her. And I think you'll really enjoy her stitching. I do. And the last thing on my to-do list for this video, since it's my birthday, I'm gonna do a giveaway. And basically, if you win the giveaway, you get a project bag. I've decided that you're going to be able to pick your bag, essentially. So these 2 will be some of the ones that you can pick from. I will have 2 more done by the time I draw names. It's going to be bees, and then another one is a Christmas bag. So you can pick the one that strikes your fancy the most. And these are obviously not vinyl front. The back is hand stitched. They have fleece lining on both sides. It'll come with a little beaded zipper pull. And then here is the inside of this bag. Gray damask. And then there's this one, give you a close-up shot. All the sewing stuff and knitting. And then buttons on the inside. I love this one. I almost kept this one. Almost kept this one. But I have another bag that has buttons on it. And there was another fabric that I used that had these sewing machines on it. So I kept that one. But I decided I would put this one in the giveaway. And I'll show both of those as well as the bee and Christmas bag in the next video, which will be Saturday, August 22nd. That's when I'm gonna draw names. So that morning is the cutoff for entering if you want to enter. I should have decided if I wanted to do a question. Oh, here we go. Tell me your favorite needle minder. Slash give me a link, tell me a shop that you enjoy buying needle minders from. Because I always love finding new needle minders. And if you have an enamel pin place that you prefer, because I just turn them into needle minders, then tell me that one too. But I will look for the word needle minder. That is the key word. So if you want to enter for a project bag for my birthday giveaway, use the word needle minder. And you guys know the Flosstube giveaway rules. You gotta be 18 so you can give me your address. Don't say giveaway in your comment, I will delete it. And I think that's pretty much it. You guys know the drill. You guys know the drill. I will say this though, whoever wins, I am not going to be commenting on your comment because I want this giveaway to go to someone who comes back, right? Like, thank you all so much for coming and spending some of your valuable time with me. You guys make this worth it. And this is my way of saying thank you. And I want my thank you to go to someone who frequents me, who spends their time with me. And I want them to hear their name drawn instead of seeing a comment notification, right? That's fun. Like you watch a video and that was my name. Ah. That's what I want you guys to have. So, next Saturday, the 22nd, I'll be drawing names for a bag. And at that point, you email me, tell me which bag you want, and then I'll get it out in the mail to you. I'm so excited. So, I think that's all I've got here for today. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay. Well, you guys just go and keep stitching for World Cross Stitch Day. Tell me your favorite needle minder. Have a good weekend, you guys.